grandson, Marcy.
Your son and your grandson, help us help them.
We could call our first fighters to the ring, please. Introducing, in the red corner, from Leningrad, the Leningrad champion, 5'7", 133 pounds, Mr. Andrei Artamonov. And from the United States, in the blue corner, from Bristol, Pennsylvania, 5'6", 135 pounds, Mr. Tom McGonigal.
In this first matchup, we're going to see Mr. Artamonov against Mr. McGonigal. They look pretty evenly matched from here. The size and weight's about the same, 133 pounds for the Russian, 135 for the American, 5'7" for the Russian, and 5'6" for the American. They're getting the rules now from our center referee, and I imagine they're going to come out fighting.
It's a good combination of hands and feet from the Russians that in the past you haven't seen in other matches.
Well, let's see what we've got. Okay. Opponents testing each other out. The American getting in his kicks. And it seems like the Russians do a little more grabbing and a little more sweeping than the Americans do. So they're not used to our kind of fighting yet. And, ooh, pressing in the corner. Good kick by the American. Some punches exchanged. Ooh, the Russian looking for an opportunity, and two gentlemen muscling each other around the ring. Watch for fast hands here. I see that this gentleman on the Russian team is quick with his fists, and Tommy, the American's got good legs, quick with his kicks. They're in a clinch now. Okay, sizing each other up. Getting
Side to side. Side to side. Go. Side to side off.
The Russian looking for some. Oh, he rocked the American there with one punch, and he's a straight up. Russian's a straight up fighter. Rondo?
Yes, and notice he moves and he very seldom backs off. He pressures, and he comes on. Once he starts, he just keeps coming.
That's a good punch from the American there. There's a little blood on the bridge of the nose of the American and a little bruise on the inside of the eye of the bridge of the nose of the Russian,
the
too.
harder punches are being thrown by the Russian at this particular time.
Nope, and Tommy got stunned there, went down. It's going to be a standing 8 count. Okay, and I think, that was pretty much a knockout, the way it looked to me, Rondo.
Yeah, that was, unfortunately, that last punch was sort of after the bell. But that's an idea of the kind of aggressiveness that you're going to see from the Russians. They only back up primarily to just gather themselves, and they just keep going. Very competitive team. Don't be surprised.
Oh, no, I won't be surprised.
They're going to a second round?
Very light belt.
Sorry.
We'd like to get the girl up here.
I think this lightweight match is over. The American took quite a stunning shot at the end of that last round.
The referee is stopping the fight. Yes. Unfortunately, the American is really stunned by that last blow, and I don't think he's able to continue. He was taking some pretty hard shots even before that.
You'll not see, for the folks at home, this is not the kind of fighting where we're going to see people get pummeled into the canvas over and over. The fight is going to stop when someone is hurt.
The fight is going to stop when someone is hurt.
See, when these men have the power, the kind of power that a lot of other fighters don't have, and a good karate man can really injure his opponent once that opponent is stunned. So when the stunning happens, we try to get it over with.
Believe me, if that gentleman was not in shape, he would probably hurt worse than he is. And both of these gentlemen are in shape, and all of these gentlemen that you will see are in condition. And condition is a lot. Will have a lot to do with how they perform tonight.
You better be in condition if you're going to get in the ring with any of these guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, it's from the looks of things, it seems like the American team is down here 1, but we've got 4 more to catch up.
Oh, listen, don't count them down. I think you'll probably see in the next bout a lot different tactic from the American fighters than what you've seen so far. Tommy unfortunately got caught with a couple good lefts and rights that he anticipated or didn't anticipate was going to come from his opponent. But as you can see, a little wobbly. He's all right. He's in the center and he's ready to. There you go. There we go.
We'll see him out on the beach tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you'll see him out on the beach tonight probably.
Andre Artamanov, congratulations.
Okay, the score, in case you folks weren't counting, was 10-8 before the knockout happened. Now, this score is cumulative, so the next fighters will have to pick up that score, and the Russians will be 10-8 coming in to this next match.
Champion, 5'7", 145 pounds, Mr. Alexander Nukayev.
Okay, here we are with the second bout. These are the welterweights, 145 pounds for the Russian, 140 pounds for the American. And here is Alexander Nechev.
From Washington, D.C., 5'7", 147.
Here he is, a hometown favorite.
Mr. Brian Ashton.
Brian Ashton. I've seen Brian fight before. He's going to come out here and do his all to try and catch us up for the Americans. Brian's a tough competitor.
Yeah, one of the things that you will notice in the difference in the style of this gentleman now entering the ring and the Tommy who just entered the ring is this gentleman has had more active fights in the full contact arena than the other gentleman. His style is a little different. He is more aggressive. And along with his aggressiveness, he protects himself very well. We should see a good match here.
Yeah, Brian Ashton in the black trunks and Alexander Nechev in the white trunks. This is team competition between the United States of America and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, which is going through a lot of changes right now.
There we go. It is. You're going to see two really contrasting styles here.
Well, here we go. Okay, touching gloves. Start out. And I see that Russian keeps his hand out. Interesting.
Yes. And in about 2 seconds, we'll see something going right to his center that he probably, which he had not received because of the way he has his hands.
Okay. Well,
there he goes.
You know, Mr. Ashton,
Finding him out. He's filling him out. I think Ashton's kicks are really going to tell in the later seconds of this round. But there's that aggressiveness. There's that difference in that aggressiveness.
looks for the opening and moves in.
Very much so, and does not back up.
Brian's from a club out of Washington, D.C. Washington fighters train hard, you should know.
Washington has put out a lot of good fighters, and you'll see a lot of them at the tournament tomorrow and some even more here tonight. Russian was warned about sweeps.
You had mentioned to me earlier that the Russians are used to more sweeping than
used
we
to
are.
more sweeping than the Americans are.
It's a natural reaction.
It's a natural reaction. The Americans are not nice.
Ashton's working the body. This may last more than one round.
He is. There's that pressure. There you go.
I like the way the Russian stuck his leg out to keep that kick from getting in there. He was trying to keep a block.
But the Russian is more, if you're watching, he's more of a stand-up fighter. The other young man is bobbing and weaving and protecting himself well. It's a nice little matchup. We're going to see a lot more action in this. It's going to get better and better as it goes.
And the crowd is cheering for our round card girl, Concheta, a Sicilian round card girl here in Ocean City.
Yes, I cheered for her earlier.
Of course, a karate crowd is always going to cheer for a pretty girl.
Oh, God, how human we all are.
Okay, now, Russians are over there in their corner talking about everything. They're trying to discuss...
That was a fill-out round, and I think what you might see from Brian now, and I think Brian's instructors, if they're filling him in or killing him right, he's going to see a lot more aggressiveness, and he's going to go for that opening that we discussed earlier about the Russian having his hand down or open too much or too low. You'll see a lot of inside punching to the body and kicking to the body and punching to the body, along with combinations to the head.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh, we got a
All right, now, a little adjustment. With the kinds of blows that get thrown in these matches, you want to try to cover up all the laces and all the rough surfaces on the gloves that you can. And that's what they're calling for now in the corner there. A little more tape to cover those laces.
Listen, those laces, if they flare while their hands are fighting, they can cause nasty little cuts across the eyes. It can cause temporary blindness. It's important to keep those laces tied.
Absolutely. And of course, these gentlemen are wearing equipment on their feet as well. It's mandatory. A good karate kick could seriously injure an opponent, so we pad the feet, we pad the hands, and try and make this work as well as we can. It's a little interesting move on the part of Ashton. Ashton in the black pants and Nekev in the white pants.
Ashton is, both of them are very defined structurally. They look like they're both in really good shape. There goes that opening.
Nekev is really quite open there, and it looks kind of promising to the opposite
He's
side.
straight up, though, and he only fights from that one side primarily. Ashton is switching up on him, which is confusing him a little, too. Ashton goes from right to left.
Well, that's always very important. A fighter who can fight from both sides has a distinct advantage.
That's good, and that's great.
I saw a very seasoned fighter the other night who couldn't deal with a left-hander lose the match because of it.
He has him confused. I think the Russian is really confused because of the Russian is doing more boxing than fighting. You know, he's got this boxer stance. He throws a few kicks. But Ashton
muscling his opponent around the ring now. Almost in a challenging fashion.
But the Russian is telegraphing, and Ashton is very quickly picking up on the punches that the Russian is telegraphing.
Yeah,
that's the sign of a seasoned fighter. When you can when you can stand and watch, and boom, good jab.
The kinds of punches and the kinds of fighters that an American will have to deal with here, and or at least on the East Coast, where we see most of the fighting going on, very different from what the Russian will have to deal with.
A little slower pace from Ashton than I thought in that round. Hopefully he'll pick it up a little more. I think, I don't know if Ashton's underestimating this guy and expecting something else that this gentleman is not doing, but Ashton has got the tools to really work this guy. Maybe this round we'll see just that.
Well, I think the folks at home are probably trying to decide for themselves what kickboxing is about from watching this, because we've got some interesting styles of fighting here.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
All right.
Sometimes some of the problems with some of these matches is if you don't have an opponent to bring the best out of you, sometimes the best doesn't come. And I've seen Ashton a much better fighter than he has been tonight.
I forget who I saw him fight. I think it was at Gleason's Arena about 2 years ago. I forget his opponent, but I do remember distinctly seeing him fight.
Yeah, I don't. There's that head movement, that evasiveness. The Russian is still trying the sweeps. He's hitting the ankles, which is hitting the joints, and the Russian is not getting a warning from the referee, rightfully so. They've got to stay away from those sweeps and those joints.
Looks like Ashton is looking for an opening now to me.
Yeah, I think Ashton is looking for the one knockout punch, and I think he ought to be working this guy a lot more. He's got to do a little more work. He's got to be a little more active. You can't look for that one knockout punch. It isn't always there.
He ducked under 3 of the Russians' punches in a row there.
Yeah.
And almost stepped into that last one. Whoops.
Yeah,
he did.
he's finding the range.
Stepped into that one too. As he's bobbing, weaving, and the Russian is looking for it, and they're sort of finding each other down there.
Yeah, Ashton's got to get out of that corner. He's got to fight his way out of that corner. Get him now. He needs to get him in the corner.
Good turnaround.
Yes, excellent turnaround. And those are things that you get with experience.
The Russian trying a back fist. That didn't work too well, but the Russian is definitely in good shape. He's got stamina. He's taking some body shots, but he's putting his hands down. He's losing his composure up there. Not standing quite up like a fighter right now.
Well, he's still kind of standing straight up. He's been taking some punishment there.
Good fight.
Good man.
The hands
Some
got
nice
a little low. That's what I
combinations,
was complaining about.
Some nice combinations, though, not bad. Except I'm still a little disappointed. I thought it could be a lot more aggressiveness from Ashton, and I don't know why he didn't. Well, because this gentleman's a difficult fighter. He gives you a target, and he doesn't give you a target. He looks like he's easy to hit, but he's not so easy to hit.
I think you may see some more of that intensity. As these guys get bigger, they get meaner, if I remember my fighting.
Oh, that's true. I mean, you got some heavier guys who will come in there who are going to just blast each other, and they're going to take it out. The referee is collecting the cards, and in my opinion, there's no doubt who won that match. I don't want to sound biased, but...
Let's see what the judges say. We'll be back with that decision.
Did you notice nobody held the ropes for me when I came in? If you're having any trouble discerning who is the ring announcer and the card lady, you need some real help.
Okay, we're waiting for the decision from the judges right now on this second match between the USSR and the USA team karate fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match from the United States, Brian Ashton.
I think we evened up. That's one match Russia, one match USA.
Oh, that's actually two matches. Yeah, you're right. One match Russia, one match USA. You know, one of the nice things about these events is that the language barrier between the Russians and the Americans who speak no Russian, the Russians who speak no English, the sportsmanship and camaraderie is second to none. No matter who wins the match, there's always that congratulations, and that's always wonderful to see. Always nice.
Trademark of the martial arts. It's what sets us apart from many other sports, and in just about any field you can think of. We have the gentlemanliness and the camaraderie that you can only get by being involved in something that you share with someone else from great heritage, like karate.
That is a part of the art. That's part of the teaching of the art.
From Van Nuys, California, Efren Contreras.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? I missed that one.
We have the American coming in the ring right now for the third match, Mr. Efren Contreras. from Van Nuys, California. He's come a long way from the West Coast all the way here to lovely Ocean City
But
for a
he's
fight.
not fighting for whatever the Russian was unable to come or to fight.